Namo Amida Buddha. 3. The benefit of our karmic evil being transformed into good. Due to the influence of Amida, we can transform an unpleasant experience into an opportunity to understand life as it is and the Dharma. It doesn't mean that we will no longer have problems or experience lack of material things, etc., but that we can understand these unfortunate events as being the effects of our karma, using them to become more aware that this is samsara, the world of suffering, from which we must escape once and for all through birth in the Pure Land. Bad events in our lives can thus be transformed through the light of the Dharma into useful ones, useful for our understanding. Also, this benefit refers to the fact that in the instant we receive Shinran or faith, our karma is cut or sterilized, and cannot plant its seed into another life. When Shinran enters our heart, we receive the pure karmic energy of Amida Buddha. Our evil is turned into good in the sense that it is no longer an obstacle for our birth in the Pure Land at the end of this life. Quote, however great your karmic evil may be, it is destroyed by the power of faith. This implies that the illusory karma, which caused you to transmigrate in the 6 realms since the beginningless past, is annulled by the wonderful vow power originating from the Buddha's wisdom. When we say Namo Amida Butsu, the karmic evil of our transmigration in birth and death disappears. Though we commit evil throughout our lives, if we say the Nembutsu always, with our hearts turned wholly to Amida, our obstructions fall away by the vow's spontaneous working. The power of the vow is without limit. Thus, even our karmic evil, deep and heavy, is not oppressive. The Buddha's wisdom is without bounds. Thus, even those of distracted minds and self-indulgence are not abandoned. Although the sun and moon may be covered by clouds and mists, the darkness is dispelled, and beneath the clouds and mist it is light. Know that in the same way, although Shinran is overcast by clouds and mists of greed, desire, anger and hatred, they form no obstruction to birth in the Pure Land. End quote. No matter what we did in the past or will do in the future, due to our illusions and attachments, our evil becomes as good as non-existent once we receive faith and say the Nembutsu of faith. Being an ordinary person of grave karmic evil brings us to the special attention of Amida's compassion. Quote, Amida guides sentient beings who are filled with blind passions and karmic evil. Concerning the people who say the Nembutsu, it is splendid that they entrust themselves to Amida's vow, realizing it is for the sake of those possessed of blind passions. End quote. Namo Amida Buddha.